what you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show.
Ooh, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy. Carmen.
What?
Oh, feels good to be here yet again. You know, Angelo Moore, he was a he was the subject of a documentary. It was about him. And they're now touring around the nation. They're going to be in Utah, showing their film at some university. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, he's doing a university circuit?
Right.
Oh.
Going around showing his film. You know, I remember I went to the opening of a documentary on a man named Wavy Gravy. Do you know who that is? He's not Sweet Gravy. He's Wavy Gravy. He was some guy that hung around with the Grateful Dead back in the day. He was a little group called the Merry Pranksters. And he ran like a commune called the Hog Farm.
Yeah.
Right. They drove around in a bus in the 70s through India, like helping blind children. Yeah, pretty interesting.
I think that, I don't know, this has always been something interesting that I've run into, like, growing up. But I feel like when you're a black kid that comes from, like, a more urban neighborhood versus, like, a white kid, like, your choice in music is just completely different. And I think that's part of the radio station play and, like, just what the town is about.
Well, what you listen to.
Oh, yeah, or what you listen to.
Right.
But like
also the transition to what your parents listen to,
or it's the opposite way. Like you listen to what your parents listen to.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. If your parents listen to more R&B music, you're gonna listen to some hip hop music or rap music that's kind of derivative of that and steals the beats and does stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, most of my white friends growing up, they had a different type of music that they listened to that was way more extensive, whether it was rock and roll or it's getting into all these different genres that I never experienced. But if I went around my friends growing up in the neighborhood, only R&B, only rap. Now, we live a couple blocks away from each other. So I wouldn't say that's necessarily, I mean, maybe it's what you listen to, but it's not the radio station.
Right.
Because we're all listening to the same shit, but they have a whole different perspective.
Right. It's your culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that sucks.
Why?
Because when I first heard Maroon 5, I was like, where have they been my whole life?
You know,
why did I not know about them?
That first song that they came out with, he's like, "Baby, it's cold outside." How's the song go?
I can't remember, but I know what you're talking about.
It's not that cold outside song, but it's a different one, you know.
I don't know, but I remember they had one that was definitely bigger than She Will Be Loved. They had a few hits before that, I believe.
Yeah.
So
She Will Be Loved was kind of on their downslope.
I know, but that one was something that I connected to.
Man,
it sounds so good.
Do you think it's fair that Maroon 5 is one of the people going down as like the worst like Super Bowl shows?
I don't know why you guys say that because I love Maroon 5. Adam Levine is amazing.
They say that well, the game sucked, right? Like it was a bad football game. We were at the Snug and we watched that game, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right now, at this point in time, because there's going to be more, and there may be somebody
every
worse
year?
than it. Right, but I feel like right now they are
the worst.
They are definitely on the worst side of it.
You know,
sure.
Something happened. I remember whenever Prince did the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It was Prince up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the Rolling Stones did it, maybe like the year before, maybe a couple years before, it was the Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
Right? And then like
Nicki
all of a
Minaj
sudden,
and Bruno Mars.
yeah, and Bruno Mars, and then like Bruno Mars was up there with Beyonce and
Yeah, not Nicki Minaj. Sorry, Bruno Mars and Beyonce. Yeah.
come on,
I'm
get it.
sorry.
And also, I believe that the Red Hot Chili Peppers were there that year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it was like you need all those bands to show
And
up.
then you know who randomly pops up in every situation?
Who is it?
Chris Martin. Like Chris Martin,
Martin?
you just be all over the place. Stop doing performances. Like stop doing award shows.
You don't like that? You don't think that he sings well? What was the
No,
song?
no, that's not true. I think that he is not for certain award shows when everybody's trying to be hyper and like they're selling, and then it's Chris Martin.
Right.
It's just too much.
He does a like a piano version of like a Beastie Boys song.
Yeah.
And I played that for you one time, and you're like, Chris Martin, get off
Why
the
would
stage.
you do that to that song? It's such a
R.I.P. MCA.
I know, but Chris Martin be dragging the party down. It's like, damn.
He was on an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm that I had completely he was so bad in the episode I had completely forgotten that he was
He
even
drags
in it.
the episode down. He just has one of those I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not lazy. It's just one of those voices, those monotone.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I love him as a singer, but he can't be on nothing.
You know, speaking of music of the past and things going on, I remember growing up, I would hear on like the classic rock radio station, John Cougar Mellencamp, a song called Jack and Diane. It was about like these two kids growing up in the heartland, you know. And there's a part in the song where they say, "Sucking on chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze," you know, because they're at a Tasty Freeze and they're supposedly eating hot dogs. And you know, it's just a weird way to say, you know, that you're eating chili dogs, right?
Yeah,
sucking on chili dog behind a Tasty Freeze, you know. And
Well, maybe that's a double. It's a double meaning to
one
that.
of those double meanings, yeah. And you know, I scoured the interwebs because it's just a funny thing, right? And there's a whole like community of memes and gifs. Do they call them gifs or gifs?
I don't know.
I think the creator wants them to be gifs, gifs.
Just
And and there's a whole community of sucking on chili dogs, Carmen. Like there's a meme of the Twilight Zone guy, and he's like, imagine if you will, sucking on chili dog outside the Tasty Freeze. Oh man, what was some other one? Oh, they're just so good. Oh, you know the guy that's like, I guess I'll die now, like the old man, and he's got his hands up. And then like he's holding two chili dogs, and he's like, "I guess I'll suck on these chili dogs."
Isn't that crazy how things go around like that?
Right.
How people just
An idea of something, and then they're like, "How can I put this into this?" And this
then
into
one
this?
person tags it, and then another person, and then next thing you know, it just
just blows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that meme culture. I love it though. It's so good.
It
It's got
is.
so far that there's a YouTube video you can look up Jack and Diane, but most of the lyrics are sucking on chili dog. And there's this guy, he's singing the song like to the he's like, sucking on chili dog, sucking on chili dog, sucking on chili dog, sucking on chili dog. Oh, it's hilarious, Carmen.
Well, speaking of the meme culture, I think that we should discuss this whole what is it, Garth Brooks thing with Tom Segura with the mama. Yeah, I wanted to talk about that.
The mama,
sure.
Your Mom's House.
Yeah.
So the podcast Your Mom's House with Christina P. and Tom Segura, they're married comedians, and they've been.
No, we spoke about it before.
We talked about it before, yeah. And about how something happened. So what happened was Tom Segura had commented on one of Garth Brooks's things.
Yeah.
Right. And then they talk about it on the podcast, and they're like, you know,
he didn't like what Tom Segura said.
he didn't like what he said, so then they blocked him. And then he can't do it. So now all of the Your Mom's House podcast fans are going on to Garth Brooks' Instagram.
Okay, but before you say that, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% positive, but I'm pretty sure Tom egged that on.
Well,
he was like, he told his fans
He said,
what
"Don't
he
do
did.
it." He said what happened, that he got banned, and he said
Okay,
yeah,
he talked about it. Starting right there.
he talked
That's
about it.
already sending
But they've
them-
been talking about Garth Brooks for years.
right.
For years,
But
they've
not
been
like
saying he looks
this.
like a crazy person and that like he's killed people, and that's part of the thing. Like they want to know where the bodies are, because
Why
he just
people do
looks,
Garth? I like Garth
and then
Brooks.
like only a crazy man will dye his beard like that because there was a
Mm-hmm.
time he had a beard and it was all black. I was like, Garth Brooks hasn't had black hair in a long time. Like,
Oh no, maybe I like the guy that was married to Miranda Lambert better.
I don't know who that is.
The one from The Voice.
Okay,
You know who I'm talking about? He's been on The Voice the whole time, almost the whole
I know
time.
who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't know his name, but he was married to Miranda Lambert.
Very
he's
popular.
he's a very popular country
Right.
singer.
Yeah.
But Garth Brooks, he got that name that people know.
Right, he's huge.
Yeah.
I remember in Kentucky, this might have been like 2009, 2010. No, 2007, maybe 2008. And they were having a Garth Brooks concert like at the theater. And you could go there, buy like a movie ticket, sit down at the theater and watch the Garth Brooks concert. It was like an access premiere. Oh man, they got some crazy stuff with Garth Brooks.
Yeah. No, I think that's really cool. So do you think that it's wrong for Tom Segura fans to be going after Garth
So,
Brooks as
then
crazy as they are?
He said, "Don't bother Garth Brooks. Don't like send him, messages."
He pretty much sent
he
the whole
said-
crew after
He said,
him.
"Don't, don't do anything. Don't comment on his pictures." So they've just been commenting, and he's getting thousands and thousands
Because he
and
told them
thousands of
not to do it.
Because he told them not to, right? And then it's all just like inside the podcast jokes. They're
Mm-hmm.
saying sayings that are from the show, right? Well, fast forward to what just happened, right? He's on an Amazon Music, like Ask Me Anything. Like it's a video like chat where there's people like in a queue and they get to talk to Garth Brooks and they get to ask him anything. And then a YMH fan is on there and asks him about these things, these questions. They're asking, are you following Proto? All these things that are from the
Yeah.
show that are on the comments. He's like, what's going on with the comments? And he has to respond to it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's
And
so
he's so
bad.
awkward about it,
Yeah, he's like, why
Because-
are they asking me all this? He's like, why is this continue?
Yeah, what
At
is
this
this
point, you know that it's gonna happen, so
Right.
you need to like edit yourself around
Mm-hmm.
knowing that it's gonna happen. And I also think that he doesn't have a good media team.
Right.
He doesn't have he has an outdated media team that's not equipped to fight back because it's not like Tom Segura fans.
Right.
If you were strategic, you could fight back. If it was a rap artist or something who loves that type of shit, who's all into the media and like being petty, they would easily fight back and say all type of stuff, send their fans. But like he doesn't have, he's a mild mannered person and he
Right.
doesn't have a good media team.
Right. Yeah. And he just doesn't have the volume of people on the thing to like. Could you imagine being
I
a
don't
Garth
think
Brooks?
he got the attitude to even like, you know what I mean?
Well, I think you don't want to acknowledge it. But the truth of the matter is, every time that Garth Brooks posts something on Instagram and then they talk about it like on the podcast about how many comments he's getting, there's there's at least 500,000 people laughing at Garth Brooks
Right.
every week.
And
There's
Tom
people-
and
because he looks like a
Christina is
joke,
like,
right?
keep it going.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep this going. This is too good to
And
not
they've got
keep going.
updates. They're like, oh, and the Garth Brooks front going on. Oh, it's great.
And then, later they're going to be like, we're going to have Garth Brooks on the show and we're going to talk about this.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen.
Oh, he ain't about to mess with
No.
him ever.
no,
He's
I
like,
think
why are you guys bothering me?
because the main thing about that show is it's like video reacts, and they want to show people like messed up like videos that they find, and I don't think that Garth Brooks would sit through that.
Neither. But maybe if he could come on for 20 minutes and just like give his perspective.
Just a quick little chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they could settle. Well, half of the comments on Garth Brooks posts on Instagram are G free T, which means Garth free Tom. Let him
Yeah.
see your posts again.
Yeah.
That's all.
Oh
they're
my
asking for.
God, it's
That's
so
all
bad.
they want.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so good. But so typically you watch the TV. If I'm at home by myself, I don't watch TV at all. and I know that you want a new PlayStation and you want a new TV, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, isn't the PlayStation 5 old now?
Well, yeah, it's a year old. You still can't find one though.
Really?
You can't. I check every week.
My
check.
friend Darius, who was on the podcast before, he said, oh, he sent me a link because I was talking to him about getting you a PS5, and he sent me a link, and I was like, yeah, but isn't it old? Like, we're having
Well,
this
it's a
whole
year
kind. He
old,
was like,
yeah.
oh no, let me tell you, you get it from here.
Right. Well, the systems, a generation of systems, they typically last 6 to 7 years.
Okay.
So that system, the PlayStation 5, should be around for another probably 8 years, I would think, if they're taking a year off, you know?
I think things are moving so fast. It's gonna be a PS6 in
No,
like 2
I don't
years.
think so. Yeah.
You don't think so?
No, I don't. I think.
Well, how do you
because-
get one then?
How do you get one? You have to wait. You know, I work with a coworker, and they got theirs through PlayStation themselves. Actually sent them an update, but they still had to get in the queue at 10 in the morning. You know, click the button, see if they were gonna get in it, and the whole. It's a big to do. I think that Best Buy had at 7 a.m. they were giving out tickets for PlayStation 5s. You had to go down there at 7 a.m. to get in line for a ticket.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I do check the places, and yeah, haven't.
Oh,
had
you've
any-
been checking it out.
I check it out. Yeah.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, I guess you don't get one.
Uh-huh.
That's too much work for a damn game system.
I don't know.
And
It's
then
time.
we're thinking about the TV, and we have what, a 40-inch,
I don't know what it is.
40 or 42 inch.
43, I think. That's an
Yeah.
odd number.
It is, and I was like, oh, it was funny because I'm talking to Darius, and I'm like, Kirk want a 60-inch. I was like,
I
what
never said I wanted a 60-inch.
You said you want a bigger.
I just want a 4K.
Okay,
Right.
I just assume 60-inch. I don't know, but I'm not thinking of 53 inches or 56, 57-inch TVs.
Right.
I'm thinking 40-inch, 50-inch,
Right.
you know, like that. And I'm like, I think he want a 60-inch. That's too big. The one we got is already
Right.
too
Yeah,
big.
He's probably got a bigger one than that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was just like, oh, that's like pretty average,
Yeah,
but it's
an
not
average.
big.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think that's large for a TV.
Yeah.
Like, then what do you do with it if you get the other TV? What do you do with that one? You put it in the bathroom?
Yeah, you
Or
can
you
put
put
it
it in the
bathroom.
bedroom.
You can put it in the bedroom.
We don't
Put
have
it-
a TV in our bedroom.
You can put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you wouldn't like the TV in the bedroom.
No.
Yeah.
Because I know what it would turn into. It would
Oh,
turn
we're going to be
into-
up all night watching TV.
It'll turn into 2 a.m. and then
It's never going to go
there's
off,
gonna be a
Kirk.
light on. There's gonna be a light on, and I'll be
Kirk.
like, "Ah."
Kirk, I would be in bed at 9 o'clock every night just sitting in bed watching
Right.
TV. Yeah.
You know, it's funny because you have your phone. Your phone's dead all the time.
It
But that's
is.
because whether it's podcasts that you listen to or just the Breakfast Club, right? Mm-hmm. You watch it on YouTube. You watch it on the YouTube. Even
On YouTube, and I have a couple other things that that I believe legally allow the shows to be streamed.
Well,
a couple
you-
little sites.
a lot
I do
of
watch
those
some
things,
Netflix too.
A lot of those things while you're sleeping that you listen to, you can actually listen to without the screen being on.
Yeah.
There's other platforms you can listen to it
Yeah.
on. You don't
well,
have
I listen
to have
to a lot of podcasts and
Right.
radio shows
Yeah.
and a lot of those YouTube conversations.
right, but you can find those in other places, just like you can this place,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't need to watch it on YouTube.
No, but you don't want the TV in the room. Would you rather me have a TV
No,
in the room
no.
or
What
the
I'm
YouTube?
saying is, currently you always have the light on anyway because your phone's on.
Yeah, but I try to. Kirk, I try to put the.
You
I
put
try
it
to
under
put.
under the sheets.
I try to
and-
put it
yeah,
under the
put-
sheets,
put
the
it under
pillow,
the
to
pillow.
like not bother
That
you.
light still gets out though, you know. You're like,
But you at that point you're snoring, so I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
right.
he's fine. He don't care about the light.
No, I do some fake snores.
And then you don't like the door closed either, and it's like,
I do like the door closed.
oh, you do like. I don't like the
you
door.
don't like the
closed.
door closed. You think whenever the door's closed, you get stuffy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because
for
it does
sure.
get colder in
Yeah.
there, right?
It gets weird.
Yeah.
But that's definitely you're funny. You like different things to me. We like such opposite things.
Mhm.
But then it's a lot of things we both like.
Yeah.
So
It'd be boring if everybody liked the same thing.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah, you just gotta like my things. You gotta start listening to my shows and my podcasts.
Yeah.
You gotta get up on it, Kirk.
Mm-hmm.
So you got the White Castle jacket recently. it arrived.
Yeah.
Did you get the hat yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see the hat.
I got the hat and the jacket and the belt at the same time.
I didn't see the belt and the hat. You only showed me the jacket.
Yeah, I know.
Why?
Ooh.
Is the hat too small?
No, it's fine.
The belt too small?
No, they're perfect.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Why didn't you show me?
I just haven't. the hat and the belt actually showed up first.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, I got to White Castle gear like crazy. I instantly regretted it the day I picked it up, you know, because I bought it. I don't think I meant to buy it originally.
I don't think you did either.
But yeah, we have White Castle gear, and we're gonna be.
The problem is you got access to Amazon. You need to cut off Amazon.
That wasn't even on Amazon. I had to get it through Zoomies.
Oh my God! You
Yeah.
need to get rid of the online
to,
shopping.
I had to get it through Zoomies because through the White Castle website. No, sorry. Through the Dirty DJ Key. No, DKG. Dirty Ghetto Kids. DGK.
DGK.
There we go. I know how to spell. And through that website, all of that stuff was sold out, except for the jacket. But the hat, the belt, sold out. So I had to get it through the old Zoomies because they had it in their warehouse. And I'll tell you, whenever I picked it up, because it was shipped to the store, whenever I went to go pick it up, there was a nice little note, and it said, "Captain Kirk, we found your new jacket.
Did it say
Hope
that?
you enjoy." Yeah, it was super cute.
Made you smile?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And then the other one.
Why do they call you Captain Kirk?
Because my name's Kirk.
Yeah, but they just added the captain.
Well, yeah, from Star Trek.
I know, but what if you don't like Captain Kirk and they just said that?
It kind of comes with the territory, Carmen.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I'm Carmen San Diego, Kirk. I get that every day.
No, you do.
I know.
Where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Even sometimes people will be like, "Oh, Carmen San Diego." I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh," or they'll say Carmen Electra.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen Electra.
Ooh.
It's either, "Oh, you like her?"
Ooh, yeah, she was. Meet the Spartans was probably her best movie, I think.
I remember when she was super popular. I can't remember how she looked though. It's been a while since I've seen her.
Right.
Yeah, I was Carmen San Diego, not Carmen Electra at that time. So,
Right. I think she made a pole dancing exercise video.
oh,
Pretty
she
cool.
must have fell off. Extra fell off.
Extra fell off.
Yeah. That's what they say right now. You see all these celebrities, they're going to the OnlyFans now.
Oh yeah.
But they just took I think they took certain sexual stuff off OnlyFans.
No more explicit.
No more
activities
explicit
on the OnlyFans.
on OnlyFans. So now what
Right.
are you supposed to do? Just show people your feet?
I don't know. Yeah, there's a big market out there for the feet.
I know it is.
You should put your feet on there. No?
No.
Okay.
But see, it took me a while to show you how my feet looked because I knew you were gonna react negatively. And I've been a child. I know how people are. So
Right. Yeah.
It was like that was my whole thing. When I get with a guy, he ain't gonna ever see my feet.
Right. So you got some crazy looking feet.
Yeah.
And I remember it was funny because as we were both leaving, we were getting ready to leave California. You left Catalina before I did, and you went up to Monterey. And we, for about 3-4 months, we just communicated through Facebook Messenger, just texting back and forth. And you were describing your feet at some point. And then I was like, "Oh, I know what they look like." And you're like, "No, you don't." And then I sent you a picture of somebody else's feet that looked like your feet. And then you're like, "Ugh." You know?
Yeah.
So the cat was out of the feet by then.
Yeah.
You know?
I was born that way though.
Right.
There's nothing I can do. But you know what? I was in gymnastics and I did a good job. So apparently my balance ain't messed up.
Right.
It just looked like that.
You got
Just gotta-
less toes. You can be on the beam easier, right?
I know, it's funny because like I told you, my mom is always like, y'all toes not like that because of me. And I'm like, yes, it is. It's because of you. It's your side of the family. Then I look at her feet and I'm like, hers look gross too. Like, where, girl,
Right.
like, it's your fault. She's like, nah, put that on your dad.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, Dad, feet don't look like ours though.
He's got normal feet.
You got normal feet. Yours look closer to ours.
Right.
She hates. She's like, she doesn't want to take that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the reason Carmen got 4 toes. Well, Tony has them too. So
Right.
why does he got 8?
Right. He has 8. You've got 9.
Yeah,
Right.
and a half.
9.5.
Yeah, don't short me.
All right. My bad.
Yeah, but so you recently went out to buy some coffee.
Yeah, I went to get some coffee. It was actually when you were doing your haunted house. I stopped by. There's a beautiful Shaw's in South Portland. I went there and I got some. Vermont Coffee Company coffee.
Yeah.
They come in a paper bag.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get 10 bags, you send them a piece of the bag, and then they'll give you like a nice little like tumbler cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
That's
like I'm
cool.
I'm gonna get my rewards from getting this coffee.
Oh, you're gonna send it in?
Yeah, of course. And so I need maybe like 3 more bags or something.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But as I was getting it, that's all I had in my hand was the coffee bag.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman scanned it, and then she was like, "Oh, this coffee smells good." And she's wearing a mask. She's wearing like a blue paper mask, right? And then she starts to like smell it like through her mask. She puts the coffee like to her face, Carmen. She puts
That's a problem.
she puts the coffee to her face, but it's a masked face, so I guess I shouldn't be offended, right? But if anybody was not wearing a mask and then they put my like bag of coffee to their face and smelled it, wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah.
And then she puts it
In
on.
general, is weird.
She puts it onto the second belt that goes to the bagger girl, and then she picks it up, and then she starts to smell it. These people are smelling my bag of coffee, right? And there's no reason for the bag girl to even grab it because that's all I got. You know, we don't even really get reusable bags here. Like we're not even allowed to have plastic bags anymore.
Yeah, that's
So-
very frustrating. By the way,
I'm not gonna get the plant-based bag to take home my coffee. You
right.
know?
Yeah,
Right.
you're just gonna take it with you and
But
walk
then
out.
she starts smelling it, and then they start talking about coffee, and I'm like trying to buy my stuff and get out of there. But they want to have this conversation about coffee. One girl was like, if I had coffee right now, I wouldn't be able to sleep. It was before your thing, so it was maybe about 7 at night. I was like, coffee, Carmen.
You just
And they're
really
smelling
wanna-
my coffee.
Yeah.
Right.
You let them girls smell your coffee?
What am I supposed to do? Don't smell my coffee?
Exactly.
Would you have
See,
told
and
them?
this is the thing. This is why I need to be with you in certain situations because you allow these things to happen and you just like walk away from it. Excuse me, why are you doing that? Don't
Right.
do that. Don't you know it's COVID? Don't fucking smell
But
our
they're
coffee.
wearing their mask, Carmen.
I don't care. Don't smell our coffee. You being fucking weird. I don't like that. And I'm sorry, but I would have had to say something.
You would have said something?
Of course I would have.
What would you
It
have said?
depends. It depends on the situation and my
They
mood. I
seemed like
guess.
really nice people.
I guess it depends on the situation. Sometimes, like, I see weird stuff and I just like hold it in, and I'm like, it's not worth it, you know.
Right.
But some stuff is like, but you let a lot of stuff pass by that you don't like.
Well, a lot of weird
check.
stuff happens to me, though.
Yeah,
Right.
but because you allow it to happen,
Right.
you invite it in almost.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I walk around and people are like, probably don't fuck with her.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm on a phone or I'm looking at the phone or I'm listening to a video. I'm kind of in my own world when I'm
Right.
walking down the street. So people don't want to bother me.
Mm-hmm.
What that girl tell you when you first got here? What she asked you?
What
Were
the-
you going hunting?
Yeah, she asked me if I was going hunting.
Yeah,
She
that's-
said, "Where are you going?" I said, I was at a Dunkin' Donuts. I was getting some coffee. It was after work. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to go home." And she said, "It looks like you're going to go hunting."
Yeah,
But that's because I was wearing an orange shirt.
Girl, your job is to ring up the coffee, not ask him is he going hunting.
Right,
What's
yeah.
wrong with people?
I hate at Dunkin' Donuts. They ask you want it hot, you want it hot or iced. Like every time you order a coffee, you want it hot or iced.
Why don't you like that?
Because if I order can I get a medium coffee? Nowhere in that statement does it say that I want iced coffee. You don't have to ask me if it's
Yeah.
iced coffee.
I would assume it happens to them in on the other side
Somebody
is
said-
where
they say,
people are like, I wanted this ice.
Yeah. And those people are just as bad as the people that ask the question, and probably worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Very frustrating.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, that sucks.
You want it hot in it, but it's only at the Dunkin' Donuts. And they only ever ask me at the Dunkin' Donuts. And I imagine we're in Maine, Carmen. We're at a place where it's bitter cold. You know, there's not a lot of people looking for iced coffee around here.
Not right now, especially
Right.
in the summertime. There are a lot of people. It is a big market for iced coffee
Uh-huh.
in the summertime.
Right.
And then what they do, the boba stuff, that's iced.
Mhm.
Most of the time it's iced. I don't know if they do it hot or not.
No, I don't think so because it's tapioca.
Yeah.
Right inside the thing.
Yeah,
You
so
don't want
like
hot
that.
tapioca. That'd
But
be gross.
that place gets a lot of people who buy it in the summer. So it is a market for iced coffees. But you're just one of those guys who like your coffee the original way. And
Right.
you're like, why are you icing it?
Don't ask me for iced coffee. I have nothing against the iced coffee. I just don't want it. That's not what I ordered. When I told you, I have a medium coffee, please.
Yeah,
I didn't order an iced coffee. I ordered a medium coffee.
yeah.
Right.
You're funny. My mom does the same thing. She's like, don't put ice in the coffee I gave you. I'm like, I can do it however I want with it.
Right.
She's like, you're ruining my coffee. Like, she freaks out about it. And she puts a lot of sugar in hers, too. Like, her coffee is definitely unhealthy.
Gross.
Yeah. So, we've been watching Succession.
Succession. Yeah.
Just a lot of season S's.
Oh, yeah. Season S is all over the place. Yeah, Succession. Oh, man, this season's getting good. You know, a buddy of mine, he watched it for the first time. He just started it.
Who? Call him out.
His name's Corey.
Oh, okay.
And he
Hi,
started.
Corey.
Hi, Corey. He started watching it for the first time, and the reason he did, he likes to gamble a little bit. And the reason he started to watch it is because DraftKings, which is like an online gambling thing, they have gambling to bet. They have bets of what's going to happen in tonight's episode of Succession. Because you never know what's going to happen next, right? Like what's going to happen? Who's going to take over the company? What's going to, what's Rory going to say about this? Oh man,
That's actually pretty good. That whole concept.
Right.
You know, people like to gamble, and that's a perfect show to gamble on. Who's going to take over the company? What is he going to do next? Like some of it's unpredictable, and some of it's not.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good show. I feel like I'm sorry, spoiler alert. Can you say that?
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
You can say that.
Can you tell a spoiler right now?
I wouldn't, but you can if you
Oh,
want.
well, I'm gonna tell it.
Okay.
Let's tell a little small one. But so one of the interesting parts in the show for me was Kieran Culkin. He called his dad and he was talking to his dad about, hey, just want to let you know. And he hadn't said anything before that I want to throw my name in a hat. I just want you to know that it is something that I would like to do and blah, 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 blah. And then his dad was like, okay, that's good to know. And then they got off the phone and he was like, he's out.
He's out. Yeah.
But I don't know if it was because he shitted on his sister and gave props to the one specific girl. I don't know if he was like, or maybe his dad know about their secret relationship. So he's like,
maybe.
Yeah, something happened, but
something's going on. You gotta tune in Sunday.
Yeah,
That new
like your
episode of
son call you
Succession.
and he's like, Dad, I want to put my name in there,
Right.
such and such. I mean, I think this person could be good, and then he get off the phone and his dad is all happy, like, oh, that's awesome.
Like he's out.
He's out.
Right.
He can't be part of it.
Can't
like,
be it.
oh my
He's
god,
not gonna be the
that
lead
threw
man.
me off that episode
Whew.
for sure. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah, you don't know what's going on. So many twists and turns.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a big fun one.
yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this was nice talking. I think we're done.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you guys again for watching another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also catch us on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.